Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn, Lou, Seth, Geis, and from the Villager Scar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man.
Doing well. I realized I wore my red shirt with my red background, and you know what? It's just how Monday's gonna go, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to let our audience down, but it's just how it's gonna be tonight. Okay? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so today we are talking about the Quesada Manolo Quesada 75th anniversary. Cigar is kind of a Churchillish 6 3/4 by 48. Comes out of the Quesada factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Corojo. Binders from Nicaragua. Filler is from Nicaragua and the Dominican Republic. Blended by Manuel Quesada. Price point is $15. The cigar was released in August of 2022. And we picked these cigars up from Blue Smoke of Dallas. So if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, be sure to stop in for a cigar and say hi to Jay.
What's that DP code?
Fuck you.
No,
For
no, it's DP
10%
zero,
off.
baby. DP zero, 0% off. All the cost of shipping. Suck
That's right.
it.
All right. So with all out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
Um, I thought it was overall pretty average. I remember like when I think you grabbed some of these from was it PCA that you guys went to?
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember smoking some of those samples and of course smoking the actual legit full production samples from Blue Smoke. I kind of felt like they were all pretty similar in the sense of that it was all pretty average. I felt like the profile lacked depth. Flavor seemed kind of thin. Um, yeah, I don't know, for like such a big anniversary type cigar, I really felt like it lacked delivery of, really good full flavors. Cigar looked cool. It was really nice oily wrapper, even though it didn't burn too well.
Hey, June. One of our illustrious audience members messaged me on Cigar Dojo Nation, and wanted to know what kind of cut you use. He was curious what kind of cut we use when we. So, what kind of cut did you use on your cigar?
What kind of fucking question is this? What?
Well,
What?
because some people use punches and some people use the straight cuts, and
A straight cut.
all right, just asking.
Why? Why do
No,
you
I was
ask? Wait,
curious.
wait. What is the context behind this?
No, seriously, he said like you guys never talk about what cutter you use, and I'm like, we can talk about
Oh,
that.
okay. Sorry. I thought
Yeah.
this was like a troll comment. I was about
No,
to
no,
like
no,
go on
no, no, no. It's a
defense mode.
legitimate, serious question.
Oh,
I'm like,
thank you
hey,
for your question.
thank you for your question. I appreciate
Thank you
that.
for your question. Just kidding. Love to have a smoke with you someday, whoever that is.
There you go. Never smoke alone.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts on the cigar?
Straight cut.
Um, I was, I'll get to the summary. I learned not to trust Ecuadorian Corojo a long time ago. So, listen, I just thought it was really a muddled, um, cigar. I just didn't really like what was going on with it. It had some pepper, had some mineral, had some spices, some unsweetened cocoa. It just kind of muddled throughout, really just kind of average in every level. Medium strength of body. Yeah, not great construction. The wrapper just didn't smoke well. So yeah. John,
Well, first of all, VCut Nation. Yes, that's right. President of the VCut Nation. Thank you. Thank you.
but you
Um,
V-cut everything though.
I
Like you
VCut everything.
V-cut, yeah.
Doesn't
You
really
People,
matter,
always
you
you
guys.
hey,
yeah, it
listen,
does. It
it
makes a
does
difference.
matter.
It makes a
People have.
difference.
Do
It
you know
makes a
how much? Do you
difference.
know how
It
much
should
crap?
not matter.
Do you know how much crap Kloss gave me in the Dominican Republic for using a V cut to cut Davidoffs? He was like, "You can't use a V cut." I'm like, "Watch me use a V cut. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm
I
gonna
think
pick the most expensive Davidoff I can find. I'm gonna V cut it. That's right.
Hmm.
Got everything." So I feel like I'm out on a limb on this Manolo Quesada 75th, and I feel very
It's the
uncomfortable.
shortest limb known to man, but go ahead.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
Oh,
So,
dang, John.
so first of all, I like this cigar.
Being
Uh,
romanticized by that cigar lounge of yours a little too much, I see.
apparently, I guess it's affecting my cigar senses. But it was a cigar of like two, uh, like there was two tails of the cigar. There was the first two thirds, and then there was the last third. So I'll get into that in a second. So the first third was like sweet tobacco, cereal, wood, earth. all kind of medium minus, you know, like really kind of Dominican-ish profile, which I enjoyed and explains why Seth didn't. Second third was bread, sweetness, wood. A little bit of musty tobacconess, a little bit of sweetness to sort of offset that. Bread kind of led off at the halfway point. A little bit of dry tannic wood at the bottom half, but nothing that like was overwhelming the palate. Unfortunately, in the last third, that dry wood and tannic natures just sort of like took right over. So it was just like acrid notes and tannic wood, dry wood. I had to do a relight, which was a drag. After the relight, it was a little bit of chocolate, but man, the last third was just, as people have already alluded to, just a muddled mess, and it was not good. It was shocking considering how much I enjoyed the first two thirds. Of course, because I used a V cut, the draw was perfect. As I previously alluded to, I had to do a relight in the last third, so I had to talk for that. But I enjoyed this cigar. I thought it was good, and I'm usually a Dominican hater, and certainly I've been hard on Quesada in the past. So it's kind of funny that after I must have slipped some weed in my cigar. I don't know. Aaron, how was your experience?
There's not much Dominican about this thing, man.
Yeah, there's not much Dominican about this
I
thing.
don't know. Maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah, I think the only, you know, they waved some Dominican tobacco over the rolled cigars or something.
It's just a spiritual blessing.
Yeah. For me, the cigar began with cedar that was lightly toasted and had a light dampness, along with some mild black pepper and light mustiness. Got some earth that joined in pretty quickly. Second, third saw the dampness depart and the light wood bitterness joined in and kind of maintained that profile the rest of the way. I did think the cigar had a good start, but it kind of lost steam from that second, third on as that wood bitterness joined in and kind of built up as it went along. Like I'd be up for revisiting this down the road. I don't know if like that would help or not, but I did have burn issues, and the cigar went out only 3 times. It was a straight burn, but it just went out 3 times. So I don't know what what was
Maybe
going on.
overfilled or something.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with it. So not something it's at the top of my list to revisit, but I just feel like there had to be more behind this being a 75th anniversary cigar than what our experience was like. So I don't know if these need to rest for a couple more years or something. I don't know.
Aaron, you just
2 more years.
hope,
Release it
you
in 2 more
hope.
years.
Aaron, you hope
Yeah.
you hope that there has to be more
Yes.
than this.
Yes. All right, getting into the scores. Start at the top with John, as he alluded to, at the 6.27. I was next at 5.65. Jiunn gave it a 5.55, and Seth gave it a 5 even. So, John, how'd that 6.27 match up for you?
Well, the first 2 thirds make perfect sense. It is interesting that the last third was like a radically poor profile. So, you know, there's definitely something going on here, and I think perhaps the last third is kind of what everyone else was experiencing. So, yeah, wait and see on this one, I think.
Yeah. My 5.65 matches up well. I mean, it was above average flavor profile. It was just the construction kind of failed this one. And that just may be indicative of the tobacco, in the bunch. But yeah, I mean, at mid 5s, it's not something that's really intriguing. But like I said, and the price point's high, but it's supposed to be something special. So I don't know. I just don't know. The puzzle's not making sense to me at this point. So I just kind of step away from it, see if I dream about it, and I solve it, and I come back to it and I smoke it, right? All right, Jiunn, 5.55.
Yeah, I think we really need to assess this in 2 years, see if it can do.
The Quesada 77th.
Yeah.
So yeah, my score matches up great. I thought it was totally average. You know what's interesting is like so I think it's me, John, and I think Seth. We all used the word well, I wrote in my notes that it was a muddle flavor, but you guys, talked about it just now. Seth and I, in terms of the actual scoring of saying muddled, is very consistent, whereas John, you went good, subpar. So you had a pretty big drop off from that second, third good to that last third, which is interesting, right? So maybe you just caught better, you caught better flavors, and then it just really went to shit the last third. So
I honestly can't remember the last time a cigar dropped off that hard in the last. Like, it was shocking how poor the last third was. Like, it was like I hit a brick wall, and I was like, I made that, bitter face on that from the commercial. I was like, oh no, what's going on here? I don't like this at all. And I'm like, thank God I have another 35 minutes to smoke. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the V cup, by the way. That was basically my conclusion. That's
No,
probably your V cup.
V
They
cut
should
nation.
include a V cutter with every box of.
That's right. V cut nation,
cigarettes.
baby.
All right, Seth, 5 even.
I mean, it's just. I mean, Aaron, you're like, what'd you say? You thought it was an anniversary cigar. You kept on. There's got to be something.
Right. I keep saying that like I
everybody,
haven't learned my
everybody.
lesson.
I
Every
know.
other anniversary.
It's I when you said it, I was like, what are we talking about? An EP Carrillo, man? I feel like we talked about that with half of EP Carrillo stuff. I mean, it just wasn't. Yeah, there wasn't just. Yeah, it just was. There wasn't much going on with it. I just think. I don't know. The band looked terrible against the Cigar as well. That should have been a sign from the get go.
Now
I
you're
don't
just
like the
kicking while it's
rapper.
down.
Oh, dude, it's rough. I mean,
But
but
you don't
listen,
like Corojo. You're a Corojo.
I'm not
hater.
complaining about the price. I think it's, for this day and age. I mean, listen, we've smoked some other stuff that's
It's actually kind of below where a lot of limiteds are.
yeah.
All right, final thoughts from any of you guys?
I mean, I don't know if I want to face Manolo at the TPE. I feel like, he's going to watch this video and he's going to just kind of look at me and shake his head, and we're going to be uninvited from the booth. Jeez.
Or
think
he's gonna be like,
too
"Hey
nice of a
guys,
guy
I'm
for that, I
renaming
think.
it to
He's a really nice
77
Yeah.
here."
Yeah.
77, that's where it's at.
I think
2 years.
what I said
If you
was
could take
that
the
if you
CAO
change the
angle.
wrapper, if you change the wrapper on this, I bet it's a better blend. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. All right.
Dominican Allure.
When you come to the PCA Seth, that's the first thing you should tell Manolo when we go to the booth.
I would have changed a different wrapper. I'll make a note of it.
Oh,
Manolo,
You know
my
what you
God.
should do,
Can
Manolo?
The
Oh my
wrapper was
God.
wrong.
Change the wrapper.
You know what?
Change the wrapper.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get some of them. I'm gonna swap the wrapper out.
That'll go over
Oh
very well.
shit!
Can't wait to go
Oh,
throw
man.
it.
You
in.
gonna take that Casa Magna Connecticut wrapper and throw it on there?
Oh.
You watch it make a better blend. You guys are gonna smoke him, guys.
All right, we'll have to see how that goes.
Uh,
All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like and subscribe. But read the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Quesada Manolo Quesada.